Dun 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 da da dun 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 da da dun 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 da da. Hello, children.
Hello, Auntie.
Welcome to today's Tales by Moonlight. The topic of our story today is Two Hearts, One Betrayal. This is a story about how a friend betrayed his friend. Long ago, in the vibrant village of Yarungusu, nestled within the hills of Tanzania, lived two childhood friends, Juma and Baraka. Though not related by blood, their bond was as strong as that of brothers. From a young age, they shared everything: food, dreams, and ambitions. Both were sons of respected families in the village, admired for their loyalty and bravery. Juma was the more quiet and thoughtful one, known for his wisdom and love for storytelling under the grand Baba tree. Baraka, on the other hand, was lively and outgoing, with a laugh that could light up the darkest of nights. They were inseparable, and the villagers often said that if you saw one, the other wasn't far behind. As, as they grew older, their friendship only deepened until one day their shared dreams led them to the same woman, Asha, the most beautiful girl in the village. She was graceful, kind hearted, and loved by all, but she could only choose one of them. And it was her heart that unknowingly began the unraveling of their bond. Asha's beauty was well known throughout Yarungusu. She had a way of making even the simplest tasks, like carrying water from the river, seem elegant. Juma admired her from a distance, his heart full of quiet affection, while Baraka pursued her openly, flashing his wide smile and bringing her gifts of beautifully crafted beaded necklaces. Unknown to each other, both both Juma and Baraka had already professed their love for Asha privately. Asha was torn between the two men, each offering her something different. With Baraka, there was adventure and excitement. With Juma, a steady and deep connection that promised peace. Days turned into weeks as Asha struggled with her decision. One evening, under the glow of a full moon, Juma finally gathered his courage and approached Asha. He spoke from his heart, expressing his love and his desire to marry her. Asha, who had always respected Juma's gentle nature, gave him her promise. The next morning, when Baraka learned of Asha's decision, the first seed of betrayal was planted in his heart. Baraka was not one to accept defeat easily. The news of Asha's choice wounded his pride deeply, and jealousy began to fester within him. How could Juma, his quiet and unassuming friend, win the heart of the most beautiful woman in the village? That evening, Baraka confronted Juma, his usual laughter replaced by a sharp bitterness. How could you betray me, brother? He spat, his fists clenched. Juma, taken aback, tried to explain that he had not intended to hurt Baraka. It has been Asha's choice, not his. But Baraka was beyond reason. His anger grew with each passing day, and soon he devised a plan to win back Asha, even if it means betraying the friend he had once called brother. In secret, Baraka approached the village medicine man. The old man, known for his knowledge of herbs and potions, listened as Baraka asked for a love potion, one that will make Asha forget Juma and fall deeply in love with him. Though hesitant, the medicine man complied, warning Baraka that meddling with such powerful magic often came with a heavy price. Baraka wasted no time. He invited Asha to a celebration at his family's hut. Under the pretense of friendship, the village gathered for the occasion, dancing and drumming into the night. Asha, unaware of Baraka's plan, drank from the cup he offered her. Within moments, the potion took hold, and her eyes, once full of affection for Juma, clouded over. When Juma arrived later that evening, he was met with a scene that shattered his heart. Asha was laughing with Baraka, her hand resting comfortably on his arm, as if Juma had never existed in her life. Confused and hurt, Juma tried to talk to her, but Asha turned away coldly. Baraka watched his friend's pain with satisfaction, but deep inside, guilt gnawed at him. He had won Asha, but the cost was far greater than he anticipated. He had lost his honor and his friendship with Juma, a man who had been nothing but loyal to him. The villagers began to whisper about the sudden change in Asha's affections, but no one dared speak openly of what they suspected. Dark magic has been used, and such things were not to be taken lightly. Days turned into weeks, and while Baraka enjoyed his victory, his conscience tormented him. Asha's affections were not real. They were the product of deceit, and deep down he knew it. The friendship that had once been the cornerstone of his life was now shattered. One evening, as Baraka walked alone by the river, the village medicine man appeared before him. "You have taken what was not yours," the old man said, his voice heavy with warning. "The heart cannot be tricked without consequence. The river has been watching." Baraka begged the medicine man to undo the spell, but the old man only shook his head. "It is too late. You must face the consequences of your actions." The very next day, Asha fell ill. No medicine or herb in the village could heal her, and the villagers, suspecting Baraka's treachery, turned against him. Even Juma, though heartbroken, could not bring himself to help the man who had once been his closest friend. As the villagers gathered to mourn Asha, Baraka left Yaramgusu, a broken man, haunted by the betrayal he had committed and the price it has exacted. Juma, though pained by the loss of both his love and his friend, learned that the heart can endure even the deepest of wounds, and he returned to his life of quiet wisdom, forever changed, forever changed by the betrayal of the man he had once called brother. This folk tale, set in the rich cultural backdrop of Tanzania, speaks to the consequences of envy and betrayal, reminding us that loyalty and love cannot be won through deceit. Thank you for watching and listening to my story.